Hi, good morning, Valinda. Last class we can discuss about RBC. Here in RBC, what is it? The hemoglobin having a 4 ions. Each ion they can carry one oxygen molecule aside. Here the differentiation between immature and matured RBC, in matured RBC nucleus is absent. Now this is the matured RBC, the nucleus is absent. In which stage? Reticulocyte stage. Reticulocyte stage. What is reticulocyte stage means? Here erythropoietin progenitor stem cells. This cells is present in the bone marrow. From that RBC production takes place. At that time they having a stages, that is the pro-erythroblastase, reticulocyte stage. Later the RBC is matured. That's why immature RBC is converted to the matured RBC. Between they having a 3 stages is there. That is the pro-erythroblast and erythroblast and reticulocyte stage. When it is enter into the reticulocyte stage, the nucleus and other cell organelles will be absent. Now we can discuss about the white blood cells. Now white blood cells. White blood cells also indicates the leukocytes. See, white blood cells having a cell membrane and also they having a nucleus, and the shape is the circular or irregular shapes. And large size, the cell is large size compared to the RBC. Based upon their number, they having a few cells compared to the RBC. That's why the WBC we can compare with the RBC. Size is more, but number of cells is less. What I said, RBC per cubic millimeter, they having a 5 to 4.5 millions is present per cubic millimeter. If you go for the WBC, per cubic millimeter 6,000 to 10,000 white blood cells are present in normal condition. The process of formation of leukocytes is known as a leukopoiesis. That's why what is meant by leukopoiesis? The process of formation of leukocytes is known as a leukopoiesis. If they can ask RBC, that is called as a erythropoiesis. And the lifespan of WBC is the 13 to 14 days. And if you go for RBC, the lifespan of RBC is how many days? 120 days. And then the WBC, they can show the amoeboid movement. Amoeboid movement means, now this one is the cell. The cell having a cytoplasm. The cytoplasm will be protruded forward like this, and they can form a pseudopodia. Pseudo means false, poda means legs. Pseudopodia. By the using of pseudopodia, it can undergo a movement. That type of movement is called as a amoeboid movement. That's why the amoeboid movement they can show us the WBC. That is called as a diapedesis. That is called as what? Diapedesis. That's why what is diapedesis? The amoeboid movement is shown by the white blood cells. That is called as a diapedesis. What is the use means? Now this is the extravascular tissues, extravascular system. Suppose if any foreign particles is enter here, by the using of this movement, diapedesis movement, it can engulf this foreign particles. That is the use of the diapedesis. Now, based upon the granules present in the cytoplasm, white blood cells can be divided into two types. One is the granulocytes. Another one is the agranulocytes. Now, this one is the white blood cells and they are having a cytoplasm. If they are having a granules, that is called as a granulocytes. If they don't have any granules, that are called as a agranulocytes. Here, per cubic millimeter, how many WBC is present in normal condition? 6,000 to the 10,000. Suppose when decreasing of white blood cells count, that is called as a leukocytopenia. Leukocytopenia or abnormal increasing of white blood cells count. Abnormal increasing of white blood cells count, it will leads to cancer. That condition is called as a leukemia, blood cancer. That is what? Leukemia. Now, based upon the classification, one is the granulocytes, another one is the agranulocytes. Now, first we can go for the granulocytes. Here, based upon staining, it means the granules is stained by either by acid, either by base, either by neutral. Based upon the stains, the granulocytes is divided into three types. One is the acidophils, are also called as a eosinophils. The second one is the basophils, and third one is the neutrophils. That's why based upon staining of dyes of granules, they can be classified into three types. One is the acidophils, basophils and neutrophils. Now, first we can go for the acidophils. Here, acidophils means the granules stained with the acids, that is called as a eosones. That's why that is called as a eosinophils. At what time this acidophils level is more means when allergic condition, when your body is in allergical condition, at that time which cells will be increased in our body? Acidophils level is increased in our body, and among the total leukocytes, the acidophils can be occupied by 2.4%. The acidophils is occupied, and here, at the time of allergical condition, at the time of helminthic infections. Helminthis infection means helminthis indicates worms, either by roundworms, either by tapeworms. At the time your body is infected, at the time which cells will be increased? Acidophils or eosinophils levels will be increased. And very important one, acidophils can remove antigen-antibody complex. Antigen-antibody complex means when any foreign particle is entered into the body, the antibody will be attacked and they can form a complex that is called as a antigen-antibody complex. After work is completed, this antigen-antibody complex is removed by the using of the acidophils. And the next one is the basophils. Among the total leukocytes, basophils can be occupied the 0.4%. Here, and one thing, I forget one thing, in acidophils, the nucleus is the bilobe nucleus. This is called as a bilobe nucleus, can be seen in the acidophils. And in basophils, the granules is stained with base, that's why that is called as a basophils. And the nucleus is the irregular shaped nucleus. Irregular shaped nucleus or three-lobed nucleus or S-shaped nucleus can be seen in the basophils. This basophils it can produce heparin and histamine. I already said in areolar connective tissue, heparin and histamine. Heparin is an anticoagulant, histamine is a vasodilator. This will be stimulated by what? Mast cells. Stimulated by mast cells. Now, the next one is the neutrophils. Neutrophils indicates that it is a multi-lobed nucleus. Multi-lobed nucleus. That is a 2 to 5 lobed nucleus. 2 to 5 lobed nucleus can be seen in the neutrophils. And very important one, neutrophils having a phagocytical nature. Phago indicates the eating. It means if any foreign particle is enter into the body, this neutrophils can attack that foreign particle. That will be called as a phagocytical nature. That's why neutrophils is called as a microscopic policeman. Neutrophils is called as what? Microscopic policeman. Why? Because it can attack the foreign particles, that is the microorganisms. That's why that will be indicates the microscopical policeman. Now, in this, the most percentage, that is the neutrophils, can be occupied by the 62% of the total leukocytes. That's why in granulocytes, the most of the percentage is occupied by the neutrophils. That is the first position. And second position is to the acidophils, and the last position is to the basophils. We can go for the agranulocytes. Here there is no granules, and here the nucleus is not a lobed ones. If you go for that is having a bilobed, multi-lobed like this, but in agranulocytes there is no lobed nucleus. These agranulocytes, they having a two types. One is the lymphocytes, another one is the monocytes. Now we can go for the lymphocytes. Lymphocytes is a oval shaped cell, and the nucleus is also a spherical or oval shape, and the lymphocytes they can occupy by the 30% of total leukocytes. And then this lymphocytes is two types. One is the B lymphocytes, another one is the T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes, it can produce the antibodies. What is the use of the antibodies? These antibodies, they can attack the antigens. They can attack the antigens. At that time, the immunity power will be increases. T lymphocytes can give support to the B lymphocytes. That's why the immunological response or immune system is increases due to the lymphocytes. And then the lifespan of the lymphocytes few days to the few years. And then if you go for the monocytes, the nucleus is the kidney shaped nucleus is present, also called as a reniform nucleus, and it will be occupied by approximately 5.3%. This monocytes, tomorrow class we will discuss in this. See, among the total leukocytes, first position is occupied by the neutrophils, second position is occupied by the lymphocytes, third position is occupied by the monocytes, fourth position is occupied by the acidophils, fifth position is occupied by the basophils. That is the percentage. And based upon the nucleus, bilobed nucleus, acidophils, trilobed nucleus, basophils, multilobed nucleus, neutrophils, oval shaped nucleus, lymphocytes, kidney shaped nucleus, monocytes. Tomorrow class briefly we can discuss about the lymphocyte and monocytes once again.